Wasted World of Sports, ahoy! Welcome to Thursday Night Footy. Newcastle Knights, Manly Sea Eagles. I'm all in on the Knights tonight. Manly have yet to prove anything to me so far this year, let alone trying to do it without the one and only Tommy Turbo. Welcome along. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Who's feeling thirsty? Grab a drink, grab a seat, and let's enjoy the game. We're getting very close to kickoff now. Less than 5 minutes to go. So obviously, as I always am, I'm in on the multis tonight. The main one that I'm running with, pretty juicy odds, I dare say. I couldn't say no to these odds. Three legs, all anytime try scorers. Kalen Ponga, Ruben Garrick, Dominic Young, paying $22.20, so I could not resist but throw $10 on that just for a bit of a laugh. Vobsy, ahoy there, mate. Actually, what did happen to Tommy Turbo? I know he's out injured, probably his hamstrings again. Tommy Turbo, one of the greatest players, but my God, those legs get injured a lot. They really do. Maybe he needs to. I don't know. I'm not a fitness guy. Can you tell? No, I'm not a fitness guy, but surely there's something that you can do to, like guys strap up knees. Fighters strap up knees with braces. You probably don't want to play a game of footy running around in a leg brace, but I don't know. Surely there's something you can do to tape up those hamstrings and keep them nice and secure. As Vopsy just says there, Tommy Turbo gets more injuries than the rest of the team combined. Dang. So who else is out? You know what? The thing is, this is the problem. Daly Cherry-Evans could... Hang on. Does Daly Cherry-Evans ever have two good games in a row? That's the thing. That's what we need to look at. Does Cherry-Evans ever have two good games in a row? He could have another kicking masterclass and put the Knights away here. Look, I think it's going to be close. I've been really split on this game all week. Ever since we found out that Tommy Turbo had fallen over again, I've been very split on this decision. I've ended up going for the Knights. Playing at home. Just to sneak in. I think it's going to be really, really close. So, pretty much, now that I say that, it's pretty much guaranteed to be a blowout. That always happens to me. I think this is going to be a close game. The other team just comes out and blows them off the paddock. Tommy out with a knee injury, so there we go. And then Tommy's replacement got injured. Okay, so Manly do have a couple of guys out. Let's have a look at the team list. I should be able to put that on the screen. Surely I can put the team list on the screen without causing any sort of copyright issues. All right, so we've got fullback Kalen Ponga, and Ruben Garrick has actually switched to fullback. I didn't realize that. Jesus. I did not know that. I've now got two fullbacks in my anytime try scorer multi. I don't like that. I'm comfortable having one fullback in there, but not two. So Jason Saab and Dominic Young on the win. I would have had Jason Saab in my multi instead of Ruben Garrick had I known about that late switch. All right, so there we go. Brad Parker's playing in the center. So what they've done is they've shifted Ruben Garrick to fullback. Right? Garrick's gone in at fullback. Brad Parker has come in to the starting team in center. And Christian Tuipulotu has shifted out to the wing. So that's how they've done it. So Tom Trbojevic is out. Byron, I think it was, in the chat room said his Tommy Turbo's replacement then got injured. So they had to really shuffle around and find a replacement for fullback. So Ruben Garrick moved off his wing to fullback. Tuipulotu from center out to Ruben Garrick's wing. And Brad Parker coming in off the bench into center. Right, understood. Okay. I'm feeling pretty nervous about my multi now because I don't like the idea of having two fullbacks in the same three legs. I wouldn't normally do that. Oh, well, I mean, I'm stuck with it now. I've already done it. Baden says, Warriors or Cowboys tomorrow? This is an interesting one because I promised myself a long time ago that I would never, under any circumstances, tip the Warriors. No matter who they're playing, no matter how much they're expected to win, I would never again tip the Warriors. I've tipped the Warriors, so you can almost guarantee that the Cowboys are going to win tomorrow. Is that game really? That game's on tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Warriors Cowboys for is it the early game tomorrow? It'd have to be the early game, wouldn't it? Surely Warriors Cowboys are not the prime time Friday night footy game. Bobsy's hoping for a non-dead game. 100%. I want to see a nice physical close-fought contest that goes right down to the wire. We've seen a few of them so far this season, early on, but we've also now started to see a couple of blowouts creep into things. So, fingers crossed for a very, very good game tonight. Yes, Roosters Broncos are the Friday night. The main event, your main event of the evening, Roosters Broncos. Of course, the Broncos get a Friday night main event slot. Of course they do. I think the Roosters should win that one. Roosters beat Broncos, and if not, I'm moving to Jamaica. It seems peaceful. And also, Jamaica, very big on the basketball and the cricket over there. Plenty of betting opportunities on the... Which way am I supposed to go, actually? I feel like I'm out of the frame, kind of. I feel awkward if I'm not in the center of the camera. Jamaica would be a nice place to visit, for sure. Actually, funny story. Not so much funny as it is weird, but when I was little, when I was a little Dan Intox, sitting there with his first beer, about 9 years old, I always used to say I was a big fan of West Indies cricket. The West Indies cricket team were my favourite team. You know, guys like Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh and Richie Richardson. I've still got in the cupboard there the Richie Richardson wide-brimmed hat that became a trademark of his. But anyways, 9 years old, you know, I probably should have known better, but you can forgive me because I was just a child. But I didn't understand. I didn't necessarily understand, I guess, how qualification for teams worked because I looked up to all those West Indies players, and anyways, little Dan was always going to grow up and be an international cricketer, and he was going to play for the West Indies. Now, how in Christ's name, as I'm older now, looking back, how in Christ's name I thought I was ever going to qualify. We could have dug up. I'm sure we could have found a distant, great grandmother or something on somebody's side that I could find a little snippet of eligibility through. But anyway, like I said, not so much funny as just weird. But weren't we all a little bit weird at 9 years old? Hell, I'm still a little bit weird now, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, we're ready for kickoff, and off we go. Newcastle, Manly. We are underway, and Manly have let the kickoff bounce for some reason. I'll never understand letting the ball bounce. If you can get to the ball on the full, you get to the goddamn ball on the full. Oh, we've got an injury immediately. The first hit up, Marty Tapau was like cracked a rib or something. Look at that, he's down and out. Wow, first carry up. Let's see if we can see anything that might have happened here. Oh, well, look, he might have got a shoulder to the face, but it's like he broke a rib or something. He just immediately doubled over in pain. And, wow, first hit up of the game. 10 seconds old. Marty Tapau is not someone you want down early in the game. The referee's actually talking to the number 9. Yes, the guy that I said was actually up high is on report. That's on report. And it's raining as well, which means we're probably not going to see an expansive game. So the fact that I've got 2 fullbacks in the try scorer market. So what we've ended up with is a penalty Manly for the high shot that got put on report. And Marty Tapau is suddenly back up on his feet. Well, I wouldn't say suddenly. He was down for about, what's it been? It's been about 75 minutes. He was down on the ground. But the end of result of that is Manly are now up towards the halfway line on tackle 1. Gerbo up to halfway. Just settling things in midfield. Here's Marty Tapau now. He's back. He's fine. And the home crowd are booing him. The Knights fans are booing him as he took that hit up. And there's space. And who was that? Harper. No, it wasn't Harper. It was Kieran Foran. Kieran Foran has passed the ball to the girl in the front row. Not a good pass there. Like, here you go, love. Take this one if you can. Flegler's out till round 7, eh? What was it again? Flegler was on 4. Did he get 4 reports? 4 on reports in the one game, 2 sin bins. So he got round 7. That's only a couple of rounds away. So he got 3 weeks, did he? I'm not good at math. Oh, your Discord doesn't want you to watch the game. Hang on, what's happening on Discord? Oh, it's just loading. Okay. Fair enough. I was just making sure that wasn't something to do with me. No, it all seems fine. It all seems fine. All right. What a wild start to this game. We're now... Tapau's getting booed every time he touches the ball now. That's hilarious. The crowd are all over Marty Tapau. after that little saga at the start. Dominic Young, there's one of our try scorers. He's bringing the kick back. Wow, it's you can't appreciate it on television, can you? But it's actually raining quite heavy. I don't like the fact at all that it's raining so heavy, and I've got two fullbacks in the same three-leg multi. Knights going expansive now, and Bradman Best is taken down. Searching for the 6 again. The crowd searching for the 6 again. Kurtman brings it up on tackle 5, and it is 5th and last. Clifford puts it high. Garrick is under it, and here's Ruben Garrick now from fullback, wearing the number 5 on his back, though. And he is just manhandled. Who is that? Frizzell? He got manhandled anyway. So, yeah, how's the Discord working out anyways? I've kind of merged the Discord with my gaming group, so you probably see some really weird conversations happen there from time to time. So I've tried to segregate it as much as possible so that I know where everybody's from. And yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying being able to share the games with you. Whether I'm actually meant to or not is another story. I don't know. I don't really understand the legalities around sharing the game on a private screen. I mean, the way I see it is you joining me on Discord and, hanging out with me here on the stream. It's really no different than if I actually had you over in my house and we were all just sitting around watching the screen together. So I think it's okay. Anyway, we're going to do it for as long as we're allowed to. As long as we fly under the radar, we'll keep doing it. Anyways, a little challenging kick there by the Knights. Almost got themselves onto attack. And here goes Harper. No, it wasn't. It was Tuipulotu. My apologies. And Manly, they're really stuck down their own end here early on. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if you guys heard that through the microphone, but that was loud. Cherry-Evans now with a kick, finding grass. It gets a good bounce. Ponga's a little bit confused. And is that Gagai bringing it back? No, it's Tuala. The camera was very, very zoomed back. So I didn't know if that was... looked like Dane Gagai. Byron, good question. Let's check out the tipping contest, actually. This was a tight game. Could go either way, potentially. Let's see who has tipped who in the tipping contest. Maybe I've got a chance to make up some spaces here. Wasted World of Sports. Tipping... We've got... Majority seem to have gone for the Knights. Okay, so Michelle's on the Knights. Brian. Hang on, is that you, Brian? Or is this a different... No, you're... Sorry. I thought it said Byron. That says... that one says Brian. Byron, Brian. Had too many drinks for this. Similar names. That's offside! Ponga's offside there, surely. I mean, it's a knock on anyway. Doesn't matter, but Ponga was surely offside. So, yeah, pretty evenly split here. Manly Knights in the tipping contest. Knights. Oh, Toddy O's got Manly. That's good. That's good, because if the Knights win, I make up some ground on him there. Why do I keep forgetting? Oh, God. Now, There's a hilarious story about my sometimes co-host, often co-host, I should say, Michelle. Funny story about her and Gagai. I won't share it just in case she doesn't want me to share it. I'll let her share it sometime. But just to throw it out there to the chat room, next time Michelle's here, ask about the Gagai story and see if she wants to tell it. The Cousin Gang, ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? Who have you got tonight, mate? Who have you got tonight, Cousin Gang? That was slightly forward there from Gerbo. They get away with those, though. Always seem to get away with those seemingly inconsequential little handoffs that clearly go forward. Fifth and last, Manly now. Cherry-Evans, high ball, pressure on Ponga, and Ponga was impeded, and he just sort of stood there and fell over. Knights by a little bit. I'm 100% on board with that one, mate. 100% I'm on board with that one, mate. I think the Knights will squeak it at home. I'm a little bit nervous about my three-leg multi here because it is raining. And I've got two fullbacks. I've also got two Knights players. No, that's all right. I went for the Knights. Never mind. Got to slow down on the drinks, I think. Jeez. This is why I will never be in official broadcasting. Penalty Knights now a kick down into Manly territory. That's definitely Gagai who takes the tap. And there is a big mistake on tackle one. Saifiti just dropped a cold. Tackle one. Manly ball. Ahoy, eh? Big hit right on the ball. Knocked it loose. There's a bit of a head clash here, potentially. Oh, we're saying... Nope. Thought we were going to look for a high hit. But Manly scrum, 40 metres out from their own line. Up into Knights territory now. I'm blaming it on the wet ball. Not that one. I think that was such a good hit by Ahoy. I think... So even though Saifiti is Saifiti... Did you know Saifiti is Saifiti? Expert analysis there from Dan. Saifiti is Saifiti. But even though Saifiti is Saifiti, I think that was such a good hit. He possibly drops that anyway, even if it's dry. Certainly wasn't helped, but here's Jason Saab for a try! He's knocked it on. And that would have pissed me off because I'm regretting not having Saab in my try scorer multi now. I don't like the fact that Garrick's been moved to fullback. I think that takes Garrick out of try scoring potential. But Saab, he's knocked that one on. Oh, actually, he might not have even got a hand to it. This could be a dropout. Okay. He got a fingernail on the ball, so it's not a dropout. It's a Knights 20-meter restart. Immortal Wolf. Ahoy there, mate. How are you doing? Who have we got tonight, mate? I've got the Knights winning in a close one at home here. A very close one. I'm even starting to think Golden Point. I might even have to throw a sneaky bet on Golden Point. Oh, they've gone the short side and a kick on the third for the Knights, but Garrick is back there. And Garrick's got it covered. Garrick, he's running across field. He needs to straighten up, and there he goes. He straightens up now in front of his posts. That was dangerous, considering that earlier on he got dragged back about 15 metres by the Newcastle forwards. Running across his post like that 5 metres out was very dangerous. 13-12, golden point. Depending on who the try scorers are, that would work for me. Yeah. Forward pass by Cherry-Evans, surely, but it hasn't been called, and Manly have got space, and they are up to the halfway line now on tackle 4. Out of dummy half goes Harper, beats 1, taken down. 5th and last now, 40 metres out from the Knights line. Cherry-Evans, just a little dink in over the line in between Dominic Young and Kalen Ponga. Young collects it, though. And, oh, they're playing expansive in the wet. Bringing it out of their own territory here, Newcastle, and they've earned a penalty. They've earned a penalty. Jacob Trbojevic was just penalised for, and I quote, this is exactly what the referee said to him, Jacob Trbojevic has just been penalised for lurking around. That's a new one. I don't know if that's in the official rulebook, lurking around. But that's what Jacob Trbojevic just got penalised for. Officially, it goes down as a penalty for holding down in the tackle. Knights now, another chance. You know what? Nobody has really had an attacking chance right on the opponent's strand. There's a dropped ball again. Brazil, this time. Now, that one was definitely the wet weather. Tyson Frizzell drops a cold. The Knights, what is their completion rate at the moment? Look, it's a little bit skewed. I know. A little bit skewed because of the wet weather, but I'm very interested. Possession and completions. Possession is 50-50. Possession, bang on, 50-50 at the moment. Completion rate. Completion rate. Knights, 70%. Manly, 87%. The thing with Manly is they haven't been anywhere near the Knights' try line, though. That's the difference. They're completing better. They're completing better, but just not able to finish things off because they can't get down that end of the field. Whereas the Knights, they're not even getting close. Can't complete at the moment. 6 again here for Manly. And now here comes their opportunity right down on the Knights line. Tackle 1, 20 metres out. They go left, and Dominic Young shuts it down. They just needed one more pass there. And another set restart for a ruck infringement. And this is their chance now, Manly. This is a big chance. A big open side to the right. Jake Trbojevic with a settler up the middle. Tackle 2. And a knock on. A knock on. Right in front of the post. I tell you what. Look at the people. I just want to share the quality of names that are making these errors. So, wet weather football, this is what it does. Saifiti's dropped the ball cold twice. Brazil's dropped the ball cold twice. Jake Trbojevic just dropped the ball cold right in front of the posts. Cherry-Evans, that forward pass, it completely slipped out of his hands and went forward, to be fair. So even though you can't appreciate it on television, just how much it's raining and just how much effect it's having, you're seeing the effect that the rain is having on the handling. Vobsy says, I dropped the ball and I'm not even there. That is how much effect the rain is having. If I spill my drink tonight, I can blame the rain in Newcastle. Fourth tackle now, Knights stuck in their own side of halfway. Clifford to Ponga. Ponga now looking for space. Throws a very, very hard ball at Dane Gagai there. Here's some space now for the Knights. Bradman Best decides to take them on. Can't get there. 6 again, though, for the Knights. And that's what they needed. A 6 again for a ruck infringement. Tackle 1 now, 40 metres out. Ponga wide again, dummies, and tries to go himself. And that's a penalty now, Knights. This could be the first points of the game. Will they take the 2? Given the conditions, the intensity, do they take the 2 points? I mean, it's not a gimme 2 points. Look at that. You can really see the Adam O'Brien's not happy. That's hilarious. They're not taking the 2. They've decided to rumble on and see what they can come away with. Saifiti holds the ball this time. That's the first time I think I've seen him hold on to the ball. Ponga dummies and goes himself again. That's starting to become a little bit predictable, that play. Pass the ball, mate. You do have teammates. Oh, risky short ball from Clune. Fourth tackle now. They're only 10 metres out, though. And here's some space. Knights, centimetres away from the line now. Centimetres. They come right. Ponga passes the ball to Gagai. Gagai to Dominic Young. And there is leg 1. Tick. We're going to look at... and Dominic Young's hurt. But that's okay. He's already scored his try. I think we're going to have a quick look at a potential obstruction here. But that is a tick. Inconsequential anyway, surely. We've just got to look at this. We are going to have a look. I reckon we're going to have a look at this. They're going to have a look. I reckon this is going to get called up. We're going to have a look. Here it comes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're having a look. Obstruction, potentially. Let's have a look. He catches it on the outside shoulder. That is no try. And that's going to be a penalty to Manly. God damn it. Boo! 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 As if Kieran Foran was getting anywhere near. As if. And now Dominic Young's injured. He's gone. He's off. There goes my multi. Gone. Young's off the field. The try disallowed. Young's off the field. There is no way Kieran Foran was getting over into that corner to make that tackle or even attempt it. That might be the worst call that I've seen all year. Even worse than that forward pass that Parramatta scored off against the Titans that wasn't called. And a knock. A knock on Manly. Newcastle are really pissed about that, and their intensity has just gone up. Ah, damn it. So Dominic Young off the field. He'll be getting looked at. Hopefully, he'll be okay, and he can come back onto the field. Otherwise, my multi is shot to pieces. You know what? Oh, here goes Ponga, creating some space for Bradman Best. Tackle 1, Newcastle. 20 metres out. If they can hold on to the ball, they'll be on the attack here. Crossland, Clifford, Brazil straightening up. Brazil, obviously a high-quality player, but it makes you nervous every time he gets the ball tonight. Crossland with a settler on tackle 4. 5 metres out. They come left-hand side. Ponga's out here, and Ponga is shut down. No, he's not. Ponga gets away from sub, and then Ponga drops the ball. And Pinhead Cherry-Evans comes away with it. And Manly hold on yet again. And they earn a penalty. A little bit too ambitious that time for the Knights. They were offside. And the Knights just can't finish a set of 6. This is insane. They just cannot finish a set of 6. And that was a good touch find. And Manly are now starting tackle 1, 30 metres out. Marty Tapau's off now for Manly. I don't know if that's his scheduled replacement time or... So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Send Kalen Ponga to Tonga to do the conga. Third tackle now, Manly. Front of the post is Gerbo. Gerbo takes the tackle. Tackle 4. Options left and right. They go left. They've got numbers out here, actually. And that's a try, Manly. Number 12 is Andrew Davey. Andrew Davey in the second row. Crashes over. This game, that's deflating. It's deflating as a viewer. It's got to be deflating for the Knights out there too. That original try, obviously, I'm more deflated because that was one of my try scorers that got disallowed, and he is now off the field injured. So it was kind of like a double blow for me with Dominic Young there. And now they come back up the other end of the field with a piggyback penalty and try time. That has got to be deflating. I'm deflated. I can only imagine how they feel. Vobsy says, could have had 2 of my legs done out of the 4, but they both got disallowed. Unbelievable. All right, I'll be back. I've got to get my phone charger. Oh, conversion unsuccessful. He's missed the kick. The score remains 4-0 Manly. There we go. Phone charging. Garrick would have more of a chance of scoring if he went home. Oh, man, I'm disappointed about Garrick moving to the fullback. High ball here. Ponga from Tonga. Oh. Takes that very cleanly. That was a dangerous high ball. Could have easily made a mess of that. And it's a penalty now. Newcastle. Seventh penalty of the game. Now the Knights on the back of that little piggyback. Tackle 1. Into Manly territory. Tackle 2 up the middle. Another hit up through the forwards. Tackle 3. They are now 20 metres out-ish. And that's a bad play of the ball. They get a penalty for it, though. You'd almost take the 2 points here, surely. See, you can tell that I'm a rugby union boy because I'm always like, take the penalty goal. Whenever you've got the opportunity, take the penalty goal. But here's a chance. They have raced up on Tonga. I'm calling him Tonga now. They have raced up. Ponga's hurt. He's milking. Yeah, he's milking. Watch him pop straight back up now. He's milking. Yep, he's up. He's suddenly up on his feet. I don't know if that was for offside. Nah, that was for a high shot. A disallowed try and our same game multi-try scorer going off injured. And he didn't look very he didn't look very healthy at all. I think he might not be coming back. There is not a bookmaker in the world that would ever do this, but I feel like a multi should be nullified if a player goes off injured. They nullify other sports. You know what? Oh, I was furious one year. Absolutely furious. But hold that story because here come the Knights. Clifford dummies and goes himself, and it's tackle 2. 2 metres out from the line. Plenty of space over on the left, and that's where they go. Ponga up in the line again. A bad pass, slightly forward. And the Knights do not complete. Again, non-completion. And bloody Ponga's hurt. Ponga's off. All right, I've got a 3-leg multi. I've got a 3-leg multi here. Dominic Young is already off the field, injured. Ponga coming off the field now, injured. Let's see if we can make it a clean sweep. 3 from 3. Let's get Ruben Garrick off the goddamn field, injured. Immediately. And then all 3 players from my multi can be gone. Yes! Let's do it. Let's make it happen. That's all I've got to hope for now. Anyway, yeah, it's interesting how bookmakers work and how sports betting works. Now, if there's an injury in rugby league, it doesn't nullify your bet. if a player plays and gets injured at any point during the game, your bet stands. Your multi stands. There's no taking that back. But I got really angry once because I had a bet on the tennis, the US Open, and it was back when Leighton Hewitt was playing. Leighton Hewitt was, if Leighton Hewitt wasn't the number one player in the world at the time, he was very close. And I had actually said, and I made a bet, that Leighton Hewitt would get knocked out of the US Open in the first round. And I placed that bet. Now, what happens in the tennis, as I was just saying, rugby league, a player plays, gets injured, your bet stands. The only time your bet gets refunded is if they're scrubbed from the game before kickoff. If the game kicks off and your bet is on, it's on. And no matter what happens to them during the game, that's it. Now, in tennis, slightly different. Tennis works differently. If a tennis player gets injured during a match and then forfeits, i.e. loses, which is the bet that I had on that Leighton Hewitt would be eliminated from the competition in the first round. He retired hurt in round one, would have won me about $6,000, and the bookmaker says, no, bet nullified because he got injured and retired. He didn't lose. And I said, bullshit. But anyway, I digress. That was a long time ago, and I'm clearly still not bitter about it. Anyway, James, ahoy there, mate. Sorry about that. You kind of caught me in the middle of a rant. Pencil Pat will be a very, very rare addition to the commentary lineup. Pencil Pat is married, father of two. Doesn't have time to come and spend bollocking about here with me. Harper scores a try out of nowhere. Manly, 8-0, kick to come. Bobby Mikes, ahoy there, mate. How many minutes are we in the game? 31, 32. Around the 32-minute mark in the first half. And this is not looking good for Newcastle. They've got to get into halftime. Get themselves into halftime, reset, fix up their completion rate in the second half, play a little less expansive. Get the wet weather footy happening. Keep it tight. James, yeah, I did see WrestleMania. We were supposed to live stream WrestleMania, but I kind of didn't wake up on time. So WrestleMania Night 1, I woke up right before the Seth Rollins-Cody Rhodes match. And WrestleMania Night 2, I woke up a little bit earlier, but I was still late. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Some great nostalgia hits. There's some new guys there that I don't really follow anymore. I don't follow along with it. So I don't really know a lot of the new guys, but a couple of the new guys, you know, I thought Kevin Owens performed really well. To take Stone Cold through a match like he did, I thought he did very well. And I've never been a fan of Kevin Owens, but I feel like he might have won me over on the back of that performance. It was great to see seeing Austin McMahon in 2022 was just a great nostalgia hit. I really enjoyed that moment. And heel Roman Reigns is fantastic and continues to be fantastic, so that was good as well. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty, as far as WrestleManias go, it was pretty underwhelming, really. Probably didn't need to be 2 days. 2 days is a little bit too much, in my opinion. But anyways, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Conversion successful for Ruben Garrick, and it's Manly 10 points to 0. Dominic Young is officially off. Mick Innes has just said so in the commentary that they've lost Dominic Young. So Dominic Young officially done. Cherry-Evans looking for a 40-20, and here's somebody else now going off for Newcastle. Who's that coming off now? Mamasia's off. This is turning into an absolute nightmare scenario for Newcastle. Dominic Young is off. Kalen Pong is off for a HIA. Momosia, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Momosia. The Knights are going to have to call up Andrew Johns soon. Joey Johns, you're getting the call up. Mamma Sia, isn't that a song? No, that's Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Mamacita as well, that's Spanish. Mamacita. Let's call him his new nickname. His Wasted World of Sports nickname is now Mamacita. Anyway, the Knights somehow are on attack here. Saab's made a meal of it, and that guy's offside, surely. Called a knock on. Okay. That's the second time that a guy from what I would have deemed an offside position has dropped on a loose ball that's been knocked on. So obviously there has been a change one of these years to the offside rule as relates to a mistake off a kick that I'm unaware of. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's offside, Cherry-Evans. And it's the second time tonight it's happened, and there's been not even a hint of looking at a penalty. They've just stuck with the knock-on, so that might be on me. That might be on me, that one. I'm assuming that maybe in rugby league, it's the knock-on happened first before the penalty, the offside guy jumped on the ball, so you stick with the first infringement. I don't know. But I'm confused. A couple of times I'm like, that's offside. Surely the more serious offense should take precedent. But anyways, third tackle. The Knights have got a chance. They just need to get through a set. And they don't get through a set. Bradman Best has now lost the ball. And the Knights, again, on attack, do not get through a set of 6. And things are just going from bad to worse for them every time they get the football. Ali, ahoy there. Who's going to win tonight? Well, I had tipped the Knights, but Jesus Christ. A 61. Okay, I would just like to point out that the Knights at the moment have a 61% completion rate. That you're not going to win a game with 61% completion rate. So they're not helping themselves. And a 10 points to 0 lead is probably a pretty fair reflection of a 61% completion rate. They just need to get through some sets of 6, Manly. Gagai's furious. He's like, God damn it, I left South Sydney for this. I left South Sydney for this rabble. But South Sydney are a little bit of a rabble themselves, aren't they? So, yeah, Dominic Young is not coming back. So my multi is done and dusted. Ponga went off for a HIA. Who knows if he's coming back? The only man left standing at the moment in my multi is Ruben Garrick. Ricky Cousins, ahoy there, mate. Yes, NN. NN. And OOPP. Knights should put Adam O'Brien on at 1. They couldn't do any worse, I think. Fifth and last, Manly get through another set. They've let the ball bounce here, the kick. They get in each other's way. And now Bradman Best can't get away from Harper, but he tries a cheeky offload. I understand there's only 40 seconds left, but my goodness, a little bit of composure could potentially go a long way here. Just a little bit of composure. Tackle 2. They probably can't even get through a full set of 6 here, to be honest. There might not be enough time. It's only tackle 2, 20 seconds to go. So this still might not help their completion rate. A chip and chase on the 3rd. Garrick knocks it on. Knock on 1, knock on 2. That'll be half time. Double knock on. 10 points to 0. Wow. Newcastle have been decimated through injury, decimated through their own errors. I mean, I'm serious. Let's have a look at this. I'll actually pop this up on the screen. It's so bad. We need to go to the oh, where do we get the team stats? Nope. I can't see it. It's too small. Team lists. Team stats. Player stats. Okay, home play-by-play. Team stats. There we go. I found it. All right. So here we go. Possessions and completions. 52%. Now this is interesting. This is very interesting. The statistics here. The stats of this game. Now, Newcastle have actually had the most ball. 52% to 48. Just time in possession, very, very close here, very close. 14 minutes to 12 minutes 30. All right, so but Newcastle, they have had plenty of opportunity with the ball. This is what's doing them in right now. That right there is the completion rate. Now, I understand that it's wet. It's raining a lot more than you can appreciate on a TV screen. But a 65% completion rate is just not good enough. It's not going to win you the game. It's not going to even keep you in the contest. The Manly really haven't looked that good, but they haven't needed to. 65% completion rate for Newcastle. So whilst they are slightly ahead in possession, they haven't done anything with it. They keep getting the ball, and they just keep getting the ball and keep getting the ball, but they keep making errors, giving it back to Manly. Manly, their completion rate's not perfect, but wet weather, 76%. They're probably doing not too bad, James, you're cooking hot dogs. Nice. That sounds good. Absolutely. Send one over my way for sure. And so here's another big, just to say, Manly don't have the same amount of possession as Newcastle, but they are definitely doing more with it. Not just in completion rate, but this as well. Line breaks 2-0, Manly. And the tackle breaks 16 points to 16 points. 16-9. Vopsy, Newcastle, this is a home game for them. Making an absolute mess of it at the moment. So Manly just doing a lot more with the ball whenever they get it. And here, Cherry-Evans with the kicking again. He's kicking the Knights to death. The kicking meters, so much more for Manly. So that's that's where the Knights are at the moment. Let's not forget Ponga is off for HIA. Dominic Young is off, injured. 2 try scorers of our 3-leg multi off the field, injured. Oh, wow. Not good. And I tipped Newcastle. That's not good either. Overall, it's not looking good. Anyways, I'm going to have a quick break. Be back for kickoff, second half. Catch you then. Trying to find the mute button. Oh, the unmute button. Oh, Kalen Ponga's coming back. But you know what? The big issue is Dominic Young. We can't. Right, so nothing structural. Nothing structural for Dominic Young, but he can't put any weight on it. So basically, he's off. He's gone. He's done and dusted. Dominic Young is gone. That means our multi is gone. Hey, wait! Shut up! Sorry, I was talking to the music. I need the music to be quiet. So Ponga survived. Ponga is back on the field. Now the Knights really need to get their bollocks together here in the second half. This game is not over. As a contest, this game is not over. The Knights just need to tidy up their completion rate, get through their sets, which kind of goes hand in hand with what I just said. But anyway, moving along. They need to just improve their completion rate, get themselves up the other end of the field and put some pressure on. They've really done themselves a disservice. They haven't been able to put any attack together because they have not completed above 70% for the whole game so far. They've always been under 70% in the low 60s. So they get through their first set of 6 in the second half. Clearan tries to milk a penalty. And that's a huge mistake from Jason Saab. And that is exactly the start to the second half that the Knights needed. Saab has put it down like Phil Tufnell. If anyone knows that reference, remembers the English cricket team of old, I congratulate you. Straight through the arms. He didn't even get close to catching that one there, Jason Saab. And that's a huge mistake, and that is exactly the opportunity that the Knights needed. Vobsy, your bet's got voided. Oh, I want to see what happened to mine, actually. Because I went through Ned's tonight. I usually go through Sportsbet or Ned's. It just depends where my money is at the time. I went Ned's tonight. No, they've still got me impending. So, it looks like that's... it looks like they're not voiding the bet for me, Ned's. Bastards. Anyway. Knights with a set restart now. Set restart, tackle 1, 5 meters out. Big open side to the right. But, oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Who's number 14? Crossland, Phoenix, Crossland, with the worst little jinky-jink sidestep off the left and right you will ever see in your entire life. It fooled nobody. He almost fooled himself, though. He nearly fell over. Oh, no! And there he is. Oh, my God. It's old mate Phoenix doing his jinky-jink. He was probably thinking about doing it again, and he forgot to catch the goddamn ball. So he knocked it on. The guy who tried to pick it up on the ground knocked it on. There was about 1,000 knock-ons in one there for the Knights. And the Knights, after a promising start, they got through their first set. They forced the mistake. Well, they didn't force the mistake. It was a complete unforced error from Jason Saab. Hot on attack. And then they go and they continue on where they left off in the first half. Incompleted set. It's going to be Manly ball. And now Adam Clune is down and out for the Knights. Look at this. He doesn't look healthy. I don't know if he's staying on. He's getting a nice knee massage. And he's getting a... They're lifting him up now, but... Jeez. The last thing the Knights need now is for one of their playmakers to go down. On top of everything else. They are really having a nightmare. Vobsy, you've only ever used Sportsbet. I'm, what's the word? Idiot? No. Oh, maybe. Depends how you look at sports betting. But yeah, I've got accounts everywhere. I bet through Ladbrokes, Bet365, Sportsbet, Betfair, Neds. I've probably got some accounts that I've even forgotten about with other bookmakers. Also, a little cheeky thing to share with everybody. Obviously, you can't bet live on sports in Australia, but you can in New Zealand. So if you've got any sort of family connection with New Zealand, like myself, you can hook in through a VPN and have a live betting account. There's a little hot tip for you. Manly now. Oh yeah, you can bet live through the phone. I mean bet live online. They closed the markets. That's what I meant. My apologies. Yes, you absolutely can bet live in Australia if you do it through the phone. I don't consider that an option, though. I'm not a phone person. I'm a recluse, so I'm an online person. So I like my way better. I like my VPN way a lot better. Newcastle have got another guy down in backfield. Is that Clune down again, or is that somebody else? The Knights are just getting massacred here. Massacred. I think it's Clune again, so Clune's probably coming off. So the Knights are going to be down a playmaker now as well. Betfair's the betting agency. So yeah, my dad and I do some sports trading on various sports across the globe. Oh, undies! We got a new pants pulling down moment this weekend. Manly are looking good here, I've got to say. Yeah, so my dad and I do some sports trading through Betfair and BetAngel. So BetAngel is the software, Betfair is the agency, and a VPN. You can use any VPN you like. They're pretty much all one and the same. Make sure you get a reputable one, not a free one. By reputable, I mean there is at least some charge for the service. 6 again here for Newcastle. Balloon's up and about, so at least he all close to the sideline here for the Knights, but managing to stay in field. Saifiti holds onto the ball. Good for him. Nice hit up. Third tackle, Knights. 6 again. Another set restart. James, are you on the Discord by any chance, James? I'd be a lot happier about sharing this information through the Discord server than publicly in the chat, if you understand. Here's Ponga for a try! And Newcastle are back in the game. Sorry, I got really excited. Newcastle are back in this game. Ponga scores. Untouched. 10-4 kick to come. That's 1 tick in my 3-leg multi. We're obviously not going to get all ticks because Dominic Young is off the field injured. But if we get 2 out of the 3, then I get my bet returned. Ponga pushing up on support. Tuala That's all Tuala. That's all Tuala. Pushing up. Boom. Try time. Game back on. So at least worst case scenario, the tipping is back on. The 3-leg multi is shot because Dominic Young is off the field, but we at least have a shot at getting the tip correct now. They're back in this game. Game on, folks. Game on. Clune's down again. That's really not going to be good. Well, who have they got to come on, really? Like, who comes on and replaces him? Who replaces Clune? Have they got anybody left? At least it's going to be an exciting finish, it looks like. Golden Point's still looking good. I probably should have done this immediately when I said it. I'm actually considering putting a sneaky bet on Golden Point. Oh, who's knocked the ball on now from the kickoff? Oh, it's old mate River Phoenix. River Phoenix. Unbelievable, mate. Oh, he's just run straight, run hard, mate. Forget the jinky jink. No jinky jinky stuff. Just hammer it up. Jake Trbojevic, though, with the hit. So after all the hard work to get over the line, get themselves back in the game, and here's a mistake now for Manly. Oh, look, to be fair, I mean, I don't think you can appreciate through the footage on the TV screen, you can't appreciate. It is absolutely, like, if you can see the rain on the close-ups on television, it is 100 times worse at the ground. So to be fair, the conditions are brutal. Horrible for ball handling. Sorry. I found that amusing. Ball handling. Conditions are atrocious. To be fair, they're a lot worse than what we can see on TV. James says, yeah, the rain has been bad in Sydney for the last 2 days. Right, so down in Sydney, you might be getting the rain that we just had in Brisbane recently. It's made its way down. Clifford on the fifth and last, puts it high in front of the post. Ruben Garrick makes no mistake. $10 points to 6. 28 minutes to go. This is still anybody's game. See, this is the thing. Manly have not necessarily looked good, per se, if that makes sense. Noshi plays. Ahoy there. Of course I remember you. I remember Noshi plays because Noshi reminds me of Yoshi, and I always remember Yoshi. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ponga collects the high ball, brings it back. Can he hold on to it? Yeah, I feel like we need to applaud every time somebody holds on to the ball tonight. Another hit up and no drop ball. Good work. Can anybody from the chat room who's in Sydney or around Sydney and is familiar with all things Sydney, can somebody tell me if Frankie's Pizza still exists? I heard that it was closing down. I love that place. Frankie's Pizza. Love it. Every time I come to Sydney, I go straight to Frankie's Pizza. Oscar, ahoy there, mate. You're betting on the Eagles. And Frankie's Pizza is still open. Cool. Manly now bulldozing their way into Newcastle's half. Oh, and there's another mistake. A clean drop ball. Jalen Walker loses it cold. Noshi says, hope you get 100 subs. We're getting very close to the 100, aren't we? Whether I get 10, 100, 1,000, a million, whatever. I just appreciate you coming and joining me. Listening to this crazy old fool yell at clouds. And the clouds in this instance, holy crap, it's pissing down there at Newcastle. Wow. The clouds in this instance happen to be rugby league players. So I appreciate your company and hanging out with me, no matter how many of you there may be. Fifth and last, Ponga goes high. Well taken by Ruben Garrick. Garrick gets clipped around the nose. Noshi, I tipped the Knights tonight. Good hit on Ruben. Is that Ruben Garrick? No, it's not. It's Brad Parker. Early kick from Cherry-Evans out to sub. That is Sean Johnson level stupid there from Cherry-Evans. Sean Johnson, move over. We have a new candidate for stupidest kick of the year, and it is Daly Cherry-Evans. And it's a very familiar looking play as well. There was no way that works out. It was a ridiculous kick. Cherry-Evans just had a complete brain fart there. And now, 10 points to 6, the Knights are starting their set. Midfield, right in front of the post, 10 metres out. What can they do with it? Daly Cherry-Evans has single-handedly just given the Knights a chance to go into the lead. Learn is really testing those knees out. Ponga wants the ball quick. Ponga wants the ball. Like he's... There's the try! A little grubber through from Ponga, and Randall gets the try. Daly Cherry-Evans, you idiot. You have just gifted the Knights the lead in wet weather. It's raining even heavier than before because it doesn't even take a close-up anymore to see the rain. You see the rain on the wide shots. That's a try, Newcastle. Old mate in the raincoat up the back there is ecstatic. He's so happy. The Knights kick to come right beside the post. Hang on. Whoa. What are we reviewing? Oh, we're looking for a knock on. Did he get it down? We're just confirming the grounding. He's knocked it on. He's dropped it. He's knocked it on. Oh, he's knocked the ball on over the line. He just had to fall on it. Another try, another potential try rubbed out here for the Knights. Well, to be fair, not really rubbed out. He dropped it. Wow, what a moment. That's a huge... Cherry-Evans. And now a penalty to Manly. Cherry-Evans is the luckiest man in rugby league tonight. That's all we can say about that moment right now. Daly Cherry-Evans, you cheeky bugger, you got away with that one. Got away with murder in that moment, essentially. Did Cherry-Evans. Bobsy, you've got dishes to do. Don't drop them. Don't drop them, mate. It's very wet when doing the dishes, isn't it? Noshi Play says, fun fact, I was born on the day Manly won the grand final. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And Manly have... who knocked on? Nobody knocked on. Saifiti covers up. A big line drop out here. Oh, you know, I'm an April boy. I'm April 10th. So my birthday is in 3 days. My birthday on Sunday, my Sharkies are going to be playing the Tigers. So what a birthday present it will be when the Sharks lose. And when the Sharks, as they traditionally do, lose to the worst team in the competition. They lost to the Bull. They're one of the only teams that lost to the Bulldogs last season, I would like to point out. And that's when the Bulldogs were complete and total shithouse. So I've pretty much got my Sharks odds on to lose on my birthday against the worst team in the competition this year, the Tigers. Oh, and there's a penalty coming here for Manly, so they'll take the 2 surely, which means we've got time for a little pee-pee break. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. Oh. So there was no penalty. They didn't give a penalty. Interesting. Taupo, ahoy. PP. PP in the pote. PP in the pote. I'm going to PP in the pote while Ponga watches from Tonga. That's weird. Why would Ponga be watching me from Tonga take a PP in the pote? Why? Why, Kalen? Why would you do that? That's weird. So really, it's still anybody's game here. Daly Cherry-Evans is the luckiest man in rugby league tonight because he got away with his little... There's the dog Michelle stomped on last Friday. Yes. Yes, that's probably why... You know what? That's probably why she was afraid to come into the studio tonight. I had to go and collect her. Penalty Newcastle. Kieran Foran's arguing. And even though Kieran Foran's a little man, he looks like a serial killer. So I wouldn't be arguing back too much if I was the referee. Oh, well, he just whacked the guy across the back of the head, and now he's complaining about being penalised for it. I don't know what he's on about there. He just whacked Ponga across the back of the head. So anyway, a terrible touch finder for the Knights. They really got no distance off the back of that penalty, and it's tackle one now. 30 metres out from their own line. They needed to do a lot more with that kick. Risky offload. Randall was not expecting it, but he's managed to hold on to it. Tackle two, Knights. River Phoenix with the offload. Tackle three. They're now Adam O'Brien, sit down, mate. Sit down. There's nothing you can do from up there. 6 again, Newcastle. 0 tackle. Manly side of halfway. The rain seems like it's eased off a little bit, so this could be good for Newcastle. Clifford sending it wide to the right. Tackle 2. Oh, he's been dumped on his head. Penalty, Newcastle. We've got to have a look at this. This could be a man in the bin here. Repeated infringements. Dangerous tackle now. A man dumped on his face. It looks like there's no risk of a send-off here, but lifted above the horizontal. Boom. Face in the turf. Ed Vogel, ahoy there, mate. Who will be the Blues fullback this year? Teddy, Turbo, Pappy, or Mitchell? I'm sticking with Teddy. I stand by what I've said every week so far since the season started. I've been saying it for a couple of years. Pappenhausen as great. The hell was that? Saifiti with a ridiculous offload, but the Knights are held up over the line. Oh, this is every bit as exciting as I wanted it to be. I'm having so much fun with this game. There you go, Alara. I have to put Alara on the chair next to me. Oh, no, they've made a mistake. The Knights, incompleted set again, loose ball. They just, this is hard to watch. When you've gone for the Knights, this is hard to watch. Another incompleted set. Here goes Manly. I stand by what I say. Gutherson should not be allowed anywhere near a Blues jersey ever again in history. It's not his fault. It is not Clinton Gutherson's fault that Brad Fittler knock on. Manly knocked the ball on in front of Newcastle's posts. Mistakes all around. Mistakes all around. Oh, dude, James. Yeah. The Maltese Shih Tzus and Falcor from Neverending Stories, they're like this. I totally get it. Totally get it. So Manly have challenged the decision of knock on here, and they're going to win the challenge, and this will be a penalty to Manly. It's going to be a penalty, Manly, and they will surely take the 2 points to go 6 points clear. Things like they're the right calls. I would just like to start by saying they are absolutely the right calls that are being made here. The no tries, well, not necessarily Dominic Young's no try, but the knock-on that was disallowed for the Newcastle try. This knock-on against Manly that was actually a penalty. The right calls are being made, but things are not going Newcastle's way tonight. Things have not gone their way, and they haven't helped themselves. They, in many ways, have been the victims of the cause of their own demise. But, yeah, things really haven't gone their way. So anyways, Origin fullback, long story short, Teddy Tedesco gets the nod. He is the incumbent. He's not in top form yet, but the entire Roosters squad are not in top form yet. Vobsy says, my dog's name is Coco. Was going to get another and call it Milo, but never did. Yeah, one of my good friends, Lainey, she's got an Alara-type dog. So Alara is a Maltese Shih Tzu. Lainey's dog is Maltese something else. Not a Maltese Shih Tzu, but a Maltese. Got the Maltese, so they look pretty similar. And, yeah, her dog's name is Milo. Milo is actually Alara's boyfriend. Yeah. My most memorable movie from the 80s. Well, that's that's very left field. Milo and Otis. Milo and Otis, the pug and the cat. I remember that. I'm pretty sure my mum took little Dan to the movies to see that. Cinemas. Fifth and last now, Manly. They got the penalty. They took the 2. Fifth and last on halfway. Cherry-Evans. What a kick by Cherry-Evans. Just inside the touchline, he got away with that one. He absolutely got away with that one. Ed asks, do you watch NRLW? Michelle and I argue about this all the time. I struggled to get into it. Oh, Harry and the Harry and the Hendersons. I just remember when it's like they were teaching Harry tricks, and they taught him how to sit. And then whatever John Lithgow's character was in Harry and the Hendersons, I think he said sit randomly. And it was like, oh, God, what have we done? Because Harry recognized the word sit and got so excited and just jumped up and went, oh, sat down and, like, broke the floor. And, yeah, that was hilarious. I'll tell you another movie I liked. What About Bob? I feel like What About Bob was a really underappreciated movie. Anyways, I'm feeling incredibly old talking about this topic of conversation. We probably should move on. Funny Farm, Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase, Funny Farm. What? You've never heard of What About Bob? Bill Murray. An underrated Bill Murray classic. What About Bob? Drop Dead Fred? Yes. Oh, Rick Mayall. Rick Mayall. What a legend. Oh yeah, big fan of Bottom. I'm a big fan of Bottom. The TV show I'm talking about. And Guest House Paradiso. Quote of the year, Dan Intox. I love Bottom. Print it. Should be on a t-shirt. Anyways, this game is now just going through a little bit of a feeling out process. Manly seem to have all the territory. They have the lead. They're 12-6. They're tackle 4. They're 10 metres out. They're midfield. They score. They win the game. Manly all over. Newcastle have just not helped themselves tonight. It's got to be said. And there, I reckon that is game, set, and match right there. Game, set, match. Manly have absolutely now just secured this game. Lawton. Newcastle, they just didn't show up. Manly are like, Tommy, who? Tommy, who? We can win without Tommy, who? We can win without Tommy. How dare you doubt us? We're sponsored by PointsBet. Right under the post, so the conversion is an absolute gimme. It's going to be 18 points to 6. They're certainly not out of it, Newcastle, says the commentator. It's now 18 points to 6 with 8 minutes to go. They're out of it. Oh, they're out of it. See, they have to say that because they want to keep people tuned into Fox Sports. I don't care if you stay tuned into Fox Sports or not, so I'm going to tell you like it is. This game is over. Over. Manly are now the live ladder. Manly are currently in 5th place, right behind the Sharks. Short kickoff, Newcastle. What's happened here? Penalty to Manly for something. I don't know what. There must have been players offside from the kickoff is what the penalty was for. Hang on, they've challenged it. Challenge. Oh, Adam O'Brien, not happy. Why would he be? This has been a disaster. An absolute nightmare scenario for the Knights. Early grubber through. That's close. It could be another try here for Manly. He's claiming it, but as we know, it's been awarded as well. It's going up as a try. But as we know, you can never believe a rugby league player when they're claiming a try. So we will need to have a look at this. We need to have a look at this. That angle didn't tell us anything. So here's the kick through. Koula. That's a try. That's the try, and that is the game. Not just the game. This has turned into an absolute pounding. Wow. Wow. This has turned into an annihilation. Early grubber kick through. Plants it down. Try time. Manly, 22 points to 6. Kick to come. Oops. The home crowd are booing. I don't know if they're booing the decision. I don't know if they're booing their own scrub of a team. I don't know what they're booing, but they're not happy. The home fans. Hi. You mind? You mind? Ruben Yerrick moves in, converts 24 points to 6. 24 points to 6. I repeat, 24 points to 6. Oh, a short kickoff, bounces over the 10. Newcastle get the ball, one-on-one strip. Manly get the ball back. Knock on Manly, I think. Newcastle ball. Everybody's complaining. Nobody's happy. Newcastle going to get the scrum here anyways, is what's happening. Newcastle scrum. Can Newcastle get some form of consolation try inside the last 5 minutes? No, they can't, because there is another mistake. The completion rate is not being helped. And Manly have got the ball back. 0 tackle. Absolute nightmare for the Knights. The Knights have earned themselves a place with me right next to the Warriors. And there's going to be a little asterisk next to their name every week that says Newcastle Knights, asterisk, untippable. Untippable. Up there with the Warriors, untippable. Newcastle Knights, untippable. Disastrous. I believe in you for one night. For one goddamn night, Newcastle. I believe in you. And this is what you put out on display for me. Byron says, who do the Sharks first this week? Tigers. Oh, God, I'm so nervous. I shouldn't be nervous, but I'm nervous because the Sharks have a history of losing to the worst team in the competition every season. Last season, Bulldogs were clearly the worst team. The Sharks lost to the Bulldogs. Now coming up against the Tigers, who at the moment are in a very competitive field, close to the worst team of the competition. Tigers might win. And it's my birthday on Sunday when the game's on, so just to screw me over and let me down a little bit more, they might lose to the worst team in the competition on my birthday. It wouldn't surprise me. But anyways, Newcastle can't even get a consolation try out of this. Third tackle, Manly have got the ball. They're 30 metres out. Parker runs it up to the 20, keeps going. 12 metres out now, Manly tackle 4. Cherry-Evans with a cutout ball. Ahoy takes the tackle, 5th and last. Midfield right in front of the post, 2 metres out. Where do they go? A little grubber kick through from dummy half, and it is another try for Manly. Unbelievable scenes here in Newcastle, and none of them good for the home team. A little grubber kick out of dummy half. Just piddles in over the line, and no one's back there. No one's covering. No one gives a damn, because the game's over at this point. It's another try, Manly. Try confirmed. Under the post, Manly 28-6. Easy conversion to come. It's about to be 30 points to 6. 1 minute 50 to go. And this has turned into an absolute drubbing. And everybody that I made fun of at the start of the stream for tipping Adam O'Brien, not happy. Look at him. He's not happy. Everybody who tipped Manly that I made fun of at the start of the stream, I'm sincerely sorry. I am sincerely sorry. I take it all back. Ruben Garrick with the conversion right in front of the post. He's going to make no mistake. Hurry up, Ruben. This is the easiest kick. I could kick this, god damn it. Hurry up. There he goes. 30 points to 6. Manly. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go. And we officially have a blowout on our hands. I was saying at the top that I was hoping for a close game because the drubbings, the smashings, the blowouts, the high scores are starting to sneak their way back into the game now. And, we only got 3 rounds in, 4 rounds in. The hammerings have started. And tonight, they've very much continued. So this will pretty much be the last set of 6. Newcastle won't even get the opportunity to screw up the opportunity of a consolation try. Manly might score another one here. Manly could get another one. Who scored? It was Tedesco. That's not his name. No, not Tedesco. Paseka. Sorry. Who's Tedesca? Can somebody find out who Tedesca is and who they play for and if they even exist? No, it was Taniela Paseka who scored for Manly. And that'll be it. That'll be the game. No one wants to carry on. No one wants to carry on the game. 30 points to 6. I did not see that coming. I thought the game would be close. I really did. I did think the game would be close. I didn't know who was going to win. I tipped Newcastle, but I tipped them very unconfidently. I thought it was going to be close. It turned out to be an absolute massacre. Manly, 30 points to 6. They scored the first try through Andrew Davey. Missed conversion. They got the second try. Morgan Harper got over. Ruben Garrick got that conversion. So they're up 10-0 at that point. The Knights hit back through Kalen Ponga 46 minutes in. Jake Clifford converted 10 points to 6. It was anybody's game at that point. 48 minutes in, 10-6, anybody's game. But then it was just all Manly. Manly. Carl Lawton, 69 minutes. Ola Koulatu, 72 minutes. And then Paseka, 77 minutes. Newcastle just couldn't do anything with the ball that they had. And they had a lot of ball. I don't know if that evened out. Okay, it did. Possession did balance out. Manly ended up with most possession by the end of the game. But completion rate, 67, even worse. 67% completion rate, Newcastle, in the wet. You're not going to win a game on the back of that. You're just not. You're just not going to win a game on the back of that. 67% completion rate for their 49% possession. Manly, 76. Not great, but it's wet weather footy, so 76% is acceptable, especially when you compare to your opposition of 67%. And the tackle breaks and line breaks. Manly, 3-1 line breaks, 30 tackle breaks. So Newcastle couldn't complete, couldn't tackle, and they just ended up getting destroyed on the back of that. 30 points to 6 based on some of those stats is a very fitting result. Well done, Manly. A win without Tommy Turbo is a bonus win indeed for them. Didn't see it coming. Not to that extent. Could have gone either way, but didn't see it coming to that extent. That was a massacre. Wow. Unreal. All right. I'm going to call it a night there. Thank you very much for joining me. Thursday Night Footy. Very much appreciate your company. As always, it's a good lot of fun. Like I say, I watch these games anyway. I watch the games every weekend. So I figure I may as well stream them as well, hang out with some people. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Friday Night Footy. Who's playing tomorrow? I might not give a damn about any of the games tomorrow, come to think of it. Broncos Roosters. I'll do the Broncos Roosters game for sure. Broncos Roosters for sure. I don't know that I necessarily care about the Warriors Cowboys, but we'll see. If I'm partying and have nothing else to do, I'll probably do that game anyway. But definitely Broncos Roosters. See you tomorrow. Hang out on Discord. If you're following on the Discord, stick around on there. I'll have a chat. We'll have some chats on Discord. If you're interested in the Matty Johns show, I'm going to keep the Matty Johns show airing on the Discord channel. So if you're keen on the Matty Johns show, feel free to hang in there and check out the Matty Johns show with me. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Cheers. See you next kickoff.